Hey everybody, I think we're going now. Welcome to Downtime and another stream of our Let's Make Contact series. This is episode 19. Decided to go ahead and do Let's Make Contact for this stream today because we already had everything set up from our previous stream. And a little later today, we will be doing a stream of our One Day at a Time series. So, I did some stuff off camera, and we're going to go over that. Sorry, it's been a very busy morning. Wrong button. There we go. Make sure. There we go. All right, okay. Sorry. So I know the screen is cluttered as crap, so I'm going to apologize for that right off the bat. But a couple things you might notice. We've got down here just to the barely more right bottom than bottom right bottom. You see we've got that weird looking shit. We're gonna go check this stuff out here in a second, but I started some work on the inside of the station, really to work on air tightness and make sure that everything was going the way it was. So nothing has really changed in this area at all. So it was back here where I knew we were going to need some work. So I replaced a couple things here so that I could put LCDs in. Also needed to put this air vent in. In fact, let's go ahead and turn depressurize off on these. We got oxygen. So tables and desks that were here are replaced with tables that have chairs. I got rid of a block here because we're going to add some stuff in this corner. Here's where I really started kind of getting to work. Cleaned up the incomplete area that was over here. Never sells a toilet. Of course, the locker that was here, I got rid of a block and put in a window so that we can actually see the landing pad over here. I thought that was something that made sense. I will have to update the blueprint. Add some program blocks with these glass panel windows. Kind of separate them. Put in a timer block here so you know what I'm going to do with that. We're going to be shutting doors. Just made some changes here, and I did the same thing over here with the windows, so you could see the landing pad. There's stuff out there for me to show you. So, because I was having such an issue with when we were dying, I was spawning and had to run through all the doors. We've got an airlock over here now. So, but not only that, we have some scaffolding. As you can see, that's where I put that window. Up here to this area, I gotta make a couple of repairs because when I brought in this ship, which we'll talk about here in a moment, damaged some plates, so we'll have to fix that. Again, we're gonna have to update the blueprint for the station to get it where it's supposed to go. All right. That was the work I did inside. I also added this with some spot area lights that shine down on the landing pads. Just thought it was a nice touch. Oh my goodness, what's going on over here? Yep, this is a conglomeration. Not that this stuff is permanently connected. It's either connectors or it's mag plates. These are all the ships that we're going to be taking over to sell, and that's what we're primarily going to be doing today. Still have this guy to move, which, you know what? I'm not really sure I'm actually going to move this guy. I do want to make use of these jump drives. I don't have a place to use them right now. So I think we may keep this guy around until we can figure out what we're going to do. We've also got a metric butt ton of reactors in here, and we might be able to use those on some other stuff. We could probably add a reactor to the base, or to the station here. So, repairs on Archangel's Vengeance. There are 2 blocks that are missing from the blueprint that I can't find. I don't know where they're at. If anyone knows a trick to be able to locate projector blocks that are not complete or missing, do me a favor, drop it in the comments and let me know. Otherwise, all the repairs have been done here. So, again, connect it up. Now, one of these guys, let me find it. This one over here. This guy was new. This was the Drake Interplanetary Hauler. This was actually a new crash down on the surface that I decided to go check out. And it had... No, it didn't. Something else it had. No, I got this one up. This one was no issue. I got this one up without any issue. A little bit of damage to reputation from civil, but not enough for the police to get mad. Not enough for them to get mad. And I was like, that kind of made me go, oh, well, maybe I can go and get one of these other things. And that guy right there, number 5, I went down to get it, and I started grinding away on it. Let me see which one of these it is. It's one of these. Let me find it. No, it's this guy. And they got mad. Now, they didn't send any police after me. And the guns on board the ship, this one, did not start shooting at me. But I was definitely in the red status with them. So, since I had already taken it over, I went ahead, brought it up, and then I tried to make peace with them. You know, I proposed peace. And they did not respond at first. So I was like, okay. So I need to do something to try to improve my reputation with them. So after I got this guy up here and connected, I decided to perhaps try to engage some of these space pirate things we had going on to hopefully improve my reputation with them. To do that, I salvaged some of the uranium from these wrecks here, and fueled up the Asp. And I took off after the Adrift pirate ship GPS that we had out there. Did you get that? That ended up being Ponos. A very common random encounter. There were 2 pirate raider drones there. I was able to take those out and then start working on the ship. I've since, once I got it back here, got most everything functional. There's still a few blocks in here that I haven't figured out are broken. This still needs a lot of work, so I'm not worrying too much about it. We'll get it figured out. I'm pretty sure we're looking at like block right there, and then we've got a battery over here that needs some work, and of course it needs like. But I am not going to include this in our caravan over to the Trade Operators Coalition because this is going to be something we can take down to a planet surface. The Ponos is actually a really good ship, really nice starter ship, exploration ship, but we're going to have to do some work on it before we can use it. No real weapons. So we'll have to do something there. But anyway, so I'm not going to do anything with that right now. That one's not going. But we picked that up, and then on the way got a reg detector ping. That is this little guy here. This is a small grid fighter that we are going to repair, and this is going to be our insertion ship. One I talked about wanting to build. This is a really cool looking little hydrogen powered small grid. And fighter is the word. I haven't been able to find any reference to what the original grid might be, so I don't think I'm going to be able to find a blueprint for it. But this thing has a ridiculous armament on it, which isn't like, you know, that's not so much the long range for us to be able to go in and snipe stuff when we're trying to take out, say, Parallax or Ember surface stations is going to be great. So we are going to fix this. Cool little design. It kind of reminds me of an A-wing. Wouldn't you say that looks like an A-wing? Might have to do a search in the workshop, see if I can find A-wing inspired blueprints. Maybe we'll find this one. But so that one's going to be a big piece of work. Wait a minute, I messed this up. Okay, so the adrift pirate ship that we went after was not actually the Ponos. Sorry, that was a Mayday that came up after I got the adrift pirate ship, which was this drone. This is an... oh, what is it called? I forget now. Vengeful, Mark 1. These are random encounters that pop up, and this thing is always unpowered. They don't have any fuel. They are reactor powered, and the reactor sits underneath that gyro there. So we went in, got it. I parked the asp on the back of it, pulled a little bit of uranium from the asp, threw it in there, and then we were able to use the remote control to fly us back. Fly us up to the Ponos, took care of the Ponos, and then just used, because the Ponos still in its untouched state still has thrust in all directions. So we used that to come back home. Took a while, but we got here. So this is what we've got going on. Not sure what I'm going to do with this yet. The Vengeful, there's no connector on it. Like I said, it is only reactor powered. It is over thrusted, well over 100% power consumption when you go forward because of the large ion thruster. So it is not a power balanced ship. So we may do something with this, we may not do something with this, but I'm not going to worry about trying to sell it right now. So small changes I made to our lifter. I added lights because I was tired of that. We're not full here. We're over half full. I think we're at 60 some odd percent. The fornax, I did bring the fornax down and attach it down here. I transferred the refinery that was inside. I moved it to the outside, built another refinery on this side, and then we added an assembler in here. This is the stuff I added. So we got our assembler, we got everything's moduled, and then I started adding catwalks as far as moving around. I'm gonna figure that area out. These catwalks will go out there, and this also leads down so that we've got access ramp out this way, which will probably
the full power bar.
I haven't figured out how we're going to do that yet. Our H2 miner has been repaired. I said I did a lot. Did a lot off camera. Which is good. Hopefully our drills are working. That's nice. So we've got that. We are going to have to... Unidentified signal, only 300... Only 400 kilometers away. I don't know what that is. We had one, while I was doing all this work, we had one spawn on the other side of the planet. It was like 24 kilometers away. It was the high-profile transport. We'll say the sister ship to this. But it had 2 high-profile escorts with it. And wasn't even going to try. Wasn't even going to try. So. Oh my god, it's a lot of stuff. Okay. So now, the plan is to take this group over to the Trade Operators Coalition station. Oh, I almost forgot one of the most important parts. We now have a pipeline that is ready to connect to our station. And I've already set up the connectors in the merge blocks here. So we may get around to doing that today too, if we can get this over to the Trade Operators Coalition. So let me jump up here. I'm going to move our shuttle here down to the plant, not to the planet. We're going to move this to the station. Just because I don't want any extra grids. To confuse the process. Get this guy down here, connect it up. This thing's probably got God knows how much in it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay. Today, though, we should get our first suit upgrade. That's the plan. Elder Forgeling, hey! Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see, 399 kilometers isn't bad. Mine are always like 4,000. Yeah, this playthrough, we've actually been pretty fortunate. We've probably had 4 or no, it's been like 5 or 6 encounters that have been within 300 kilometers. A lot of them within 100. At least 3 of those. 3? Yeah, 3 of them within 100. So we're getting really lucky with those, but we're just, unfortunately, we're just not in a position right now to do a whole lot with that. I'm going to take a moment to transfer this stuff over to the station, because anytime you alt middle mouse, it always loads up connected stuff. I hate that. Let's see, we're gonna get rid of that. Got stuff in my inventory too that I need to get rid of. The safe zone chips, so we will. Safe zone chips. We might be able to actually put a safe zone up around our station. That would be kind of cool. We won't do that, of course, until we move it. But that will be nice. Yeah, 4,000. I've had some of the others that have not been as close have been like closer to 10,000 kilometers away. So, but thanks for stopping by. I'll try to do a good job of keeping the keep my eye on chat here. Let's see. Yeah, I kind of wish they would have put in lower end encounters. Oh, kind of like medium difficulty. Is that what you're talking about? Like a lower, is it like lower difficulty, less reward type encounter? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, have a more rounded out difficulty curve. Yeah, I agree. I agree. The encounters in like the new planetary encounters, I thought that was kind of going to be what the deal was. The planetary encounters were going to be kind of the more lower difficulty, or maybe more accessible to somebody who doesn't have quite, we'll say, the end game setup. But I'll be honest with you, the few planetary encounters I've had have been, I'm not going to say disappointing. They haven't seemed to be as rewarding as I thought they would be. But I agree. Let's go ahead and get ourselves moved away. We are going to take this huge collection of salvage to the Trade Operators Coalition. Of course, I'm probably going to find out that I've got dampeners set on one of these ships that's going to try to slow us down. But we'll see. I figure out which end I want to try to connect with here. Let's see, orbital. Yeah, I think we'll be able to use that. I am kind of interested to see the next update where they come out with the kind of we'll call it the tweaked PvE encounters, like they updated the AI and such, the AI behavior. I'm curious to see how that's going to change that, because that's going to be a big change. Not change. That'll be a big update for my play style. There we go. Okay. Need to throw in... Nope, not that. That is not what I need to do. Let's see, which mag plate is it? That's the one up there. Plate 4, plate. These should all... Nope, that's that one. Okay. Need to change that. Name. Top. Nose. And this... Here we go. That one is lower nose or bottom nose. Yeah, I'm PvE only, currently getting better at turning reavers inside out. Oh, I love it. Man, I hate reavers. I hate reavers with a passion. I really haven't played with them in a long time, just because my first exposure to them was when I didn't have a whole lot of experience. I was getting back into the game after taking a break from it, and couldn't remember how to do anything. And I saw these reavers, and I was like, oh, well, that'd be cool to do. And they just annihilated me. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of the reavers at all. Actually, let's go over get these mag plates put in here. These should be plate 5. Where did I put mag plate 5? Let's see. That one. Switch lock. Top nose. Switch lock. Oh, I found a block. Oh, okay. Let's see what we got. I'm a big scrapper player, so I've managed to get a dual custom railgun turret on the roof of my base, and from time to time I'll hear it. Sorry, that would be so cool. That would be so awesome. Hold on just a minute, Elder. Sorry, I'm gonna need to pause for a second because I'm gonna have a coughing fit coming. I can tell. Sorry about that. And yeah, I am a salvager / pirate of unnecessarily hostile factions. That's the way I like to look at it. I don't tend to hit up friendly or neutral factions. But that's why Parallax, Ember, Incon, Wayland Yutani, Reavers, Factorum, all those guys, full open game. Open season. Let me see. Real quick, I want to do this since I can see the block. I can see one of the blocks that I'm missing. I want to go ahead and fix it. Let's go across. Quick. Right there. Save my oxygen here. All right. This is a heavy piece. how I missed this earlier. Yeah, I don't know how I missed that. Okay. So I'm going to need... I wonder if that's the... No, that shouldn't be it. So that is heavy armor. Okay. Yep. Found them. Okay. Those are the last two pieces I needed for my projection. Let me grab these real quick. Don't know if that's going to be enough to get everything, but... There we go. There was so much work to do on this ship when we got back from that disastrous fight bright. Oh, a cert. That's my other favorite. Cert. All right, that's everything. Sweet. Gotta set up timer on these doors. Seriously considering getting rid of these. They take too long to open and close. Need that. All right. Hey, Ian, welcome. Got Denise here watching. Hey, Denise. Miss you guys. Thanks so much for stopping by. Oh, man. Tickles me to death when you guys drop in. Thank you so much. All right. Since you guys, I think, just got here, what we're going to be doing. I did a bunch of work off camera, and part of it is this huge conglomeration of ships that are kind of halfway attached together. We're going to take these and sell these so that I can get some suit upgrades. And that's what we're doing right now. So I'm going to make sure I'm not going to hit anything on the way out. That should be good. I hope you guys are doing good. Got to make sure I stay outside of the planet's gravity well, otherwise I will be in trouble. Let's see. Orbital trade station is the direction we're heading. I'm going to go ahead and set our jump drive. $32. Oh, we are in gravity. That is not good. We're still in gravity. Almost out. Out, okay. See where, oh, we should be good to, I'm gonna go ahead and start slowing down a little bit. And then we're gonna go ahead and jump. Oh crap, that sucks. All the stuff in front of me is keeping me from being able to jump, so we're gonna have to wait till we get away. Geese and ice? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. What game is this? This is Space Engineers. And I guess if we're going to be technical, it is Space Engineers 1, since Space Engineers 2 just came out. This is a simulation. Well, I'm not going to say it. It's a space builder game. It does have some... Hey! Okay. Now I know the name. All right. Denise, yay! Yeah, it's a space simulation game. Building ships, building bases. You can... there is an economy system, so you can do economy type stuff. There are pirates, so you can fight pirates. I don't have it set up on this particular playthrough, but I do have... you can also have environmental threats, like spiders and wolves and such. But, yeah, this is a fun one for me. So awesome to see you guys. So awesome to see you guys. I get the feel. Somebody's... did I... Oh, yeah. Okay. We've got some dampening going on. Awesome. Awesome. Climate change. There are environmental factors in the game. You can have weather, destructive things, meteor storms. There's a lot of different possibilities. Let me... I need to go out and... I've got the dampeners set on one of these ships that I'm trying to push, and it's actually fighting me as I try to tow this thing out, so gotta go turn those off. Ian, ugh, killing me. Of course, Florida jumped right on that. Yeah, we're definitely going to do that. That's what we're renaming. That's what we're going to call it. And I'm like, fine. Since we're just changing names by saying it, I think I'm going to... Florida is no longer going to be called Florida. It is going to be called Moon Pie Land. So, that's my plan for that. There we go. Turn these dampeners off. Pretty much coming to a stop. Almost. Let me make sure I got... No, this one's turned off. What did I add that might have still be on? Let's see. This guy should be off. Pretty sure he's done. Alright. That should be the last of our... I'm going to leave the hangar open for right now. Oh, yeah. I agree, Denise. Alright, that was the ship that was causing the problem. Okay. So we're gonna... Getting close again. I think we'll be able to... We're not going to be able to jump, but we're going to be able to move. Currently, Ian's asking, let's see, does leaving the hangar open leave an opportunity of danger from pirates? If we were on a multiplayer server, yes, it does. Currently, there are no, we're going to say, human NPCs in the original game. This game is heavily supported by its players, though. So there are players who have made mods that add crew members, but so far nothing that simulates, say, pirate party trying to board your vessel. Nothing like that. Yes, that's right, Elder. So the crew enabled mod, which we have here, is in this game. If we get to the point where we end up trying to capture one of these hostile ships around here, we may run into them. They play more of a defensive role right now than they do of any kind of offensive role. But I'm curious, we have a future update coming in the game where they're kind of improving the NPC and player versus environment setup, where, see, you know what, I might be confusing this with SE2. I think Space Engineers 2 is actually going to have human NPCs. Yeah, I think I'm mixing those up right now. So we'll see, though. They are doing a revamp of the PvE environment for SE1. So I'm hoping we're going to see that in the next few months. I'm going to go ahead and bump our speed up here because it's going to take us a while to get there at 30 meters a second, since I can't jump right now. Should have found a way to like attach myself to this, like, up front. I'd really love to clear some of this crap off of my screen, but I honestly, there's not a whole lot I could do. Getting rid of these ships will get rid of some, but CERT has a very aggressive spawn rate. And they are just like killing the surface of the planet with small little stations. Clear some of it, at least for a little bit. You can kind of see the trade station up ahead. Now, these were Ian's asking, let's see, okay, first of all, Elder Forgeling, that's why I just become more of a pirate than the pirates are. Yes, that's the threat. That's the threat. It becomes so easy and so fun to pirate that that you tend to fall into that. I definitely do that. I definitely do that. And, Ian asks, so the ships around you are other players, or is it what the game provides? These are, I am in a single player playthrough right now, so these are all game generated NPCs. And most of these ships that I actually have here were ships that got too close to the surface of the moon and got kind of sucked into the gravity well and crash landed. So these are salvage ships. In fact, I don't know if there are... I'm trying to find one that isn't. Okay, so this main section that runs up through the center is a combination of 3 ships, 2 that I captured from hostile NPCs. The blue section up at the front was a random encounter that I came across. It was wrecked. I repaired some of it and I attached it to the ship. So I had that big long ship. And then these others are, the orange ship is from a hostile faction. Captured that after it crashed on the surface of the planet. Everything else, with the exception of guy parked on the very top of the nose, that little green ship right here on the top of the nose, I captured that from from a hostile faction. That's a Pathfinder. It's actually a nice little ship. It's a great starter ship. Great starter ship. The orange ship, though, the Parallax ship, I like to go after Parallax a lot. There are 3 enemy factions that I have in this game that provide research points. I'm getting close. Yep. I need to start slowing down here. It's probably going to take me a while to slow down. Yep. We are probably going to have to crash into the station just to slow down. Get centered there. That blue sphere around the station is a safe zone. You can't take any damage inside the safe zone. You can't weld. You can't grind anything. You can't build anything inside there. So if you go in and you crash into the station, it doesn't do any damage. It's a good way to stop yourself if you're going too fast. We're doing all right, though. Let's see. Ian, could you do a self-destruct, or would the game prevent it? No, you can absolutely do a self-destruct. Part of the awesome thing about this game is you are really only limited by your imagination as far as what you want to do. And I would say the available blocks that the developers have put in the game. But as I've said, this game is supported. I'm honest. This is an honest opinion. I'm not trying to embellish this. This game came out originally in 2013, and the player community has carried this game until this time. In fact, I almost feel like it's the quality of the player-created content that the developers have had to step up their game to make it to compete with what the players are creating. Players create new blocks, they create new scripts, they really do carry this game. Yeah, we're going to crash, I think. We're not slowing down that much. Oh, I thought we were trying to slow down. I guess we're not. Now we are. So I'm just going to try to get as much of this inside this bubble as possible. And then we're going to go in and sell these off one at a time. There we go. Hopefully that is enough. Self-destruct sequence actually would be, it's actually really easy to do on these ships. One of the things that we have in our building repertoire is a warhead, and warheads are basically bombs that have a timer on them, and they can be associated with a sensor, timer block, any number of different things, event controllers, that when certain conditions are met, it will start the timer, it'll arm the warhead, and when that timer runs out, that warhead will go off. So, in PvP scenarios, first of all, I want to check something. Let's see what our bankroll is right now. We've got 6,525 space credits. This is why I'm bringing these ships, because we need a lot of space credits in order to get our suit upgrades. Here are some of the NPCs that the crew enabled mod that Elder Forge brought up generates. So these are the robots. All right, we got some. Let's see, Ian Wilkins. So the community is similar to, let's say, Dungeons and Dragons, where the fans help create the world. Yes. Yeah, that's a fair comparison. I would definitely say that's a fair comparison. Elder, let's see, warheads are great. Me and a buddy developed a missile that can, so far as we've tested, accurately strike 40 kilometers away. Missiles, you know what? When the autonomous DLC came, when that update came out, I was so excited to do that. I just haven't. I've watched a number of tutorials, a number of videos on how to do this stuff, and I just haven't been able to put one together that acts the way I want it to yet. So, but the missile systems, some of the missile systems that people have created are ridiculous. 40K though, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Do you use? I'm going to use the word relays. Do you use relays in between at 40K? Let's see, Denise. Do you have to rebuild the entire ship if you self-destruct? Yes. There are some things that make it easier. Some systems, mechanics in the game that make it easier. And I utilize those a lot. And it's basically a projector which has a blueprint of the ship that you load into it. And then from that blueprint, you can go around and build the different components until your ship is fully repaired. Got to sneeze, guys. Hold on. That. All right, so this is the table we're going to salvage from. We're going to sell our salvage from. So this is not something that's part of the original game. This is another player-created faction that is neutral. It's not inherently hostile. Of course, if you try to do things to it, if you attack their ships and whatnot, your reputation will fall to the point where they are hostile. But this is one of the best NPC factions I've ever put in a game, because it allows you to actually become a salvager and make money in the game doing it. So let's see. Elder, it took some improvising. No relays. I have it home in on my buddy's beacon, and when it gets close, it swaps over to AI targeting and begins tracking the enemy. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's awesome. That's awesome. The remote blocks can autonomously pilot the missile regardless of distance or signal relays. Oh, okay. Cool. I've seen one where people extended the range of missiles by using action relays. So, all right. So the Trade Operators Coalition, which is what this little TOC stands for, you can sell ships you can repair and you can do grid takeover, which is like basically asking them, say you capture a ship, but you haven't actually captured all of the different parts of the ship. Grid takeover is like hiring them to go in and hack those blocks so that they're now yours. Repair and construction, again, I don't tend to use repair and construction because I'm going to say it's a little buggy. It's a little bit buggy. Scrap purchasing, that's where we're going to, this is our bread and butter. Okay. So what it's going to do is from here, you can see all the different ships that I've pulled in. Okay. So this right here is our main ship that we've flown all this stuff over with. So we definitely do not want to sell that. Okay. This was our main ship until we captured this guy. So from Drake Hauler all the way down to these guys. No, not this. We're not going to get rid of that. We're not going to get rid of that. The Void. Oh, I know the Void. Okay. All right. We're not going to get rid of these small grids. These are extremely important. We're not going to get rid of those. We're not going to get rid of the Prototech module. Now, so the Drake Hauler is the first one we're going to sell. We're going to get 117 million space credits for this. So I'm going to go ahead and sell it. I'm going to go through and sell all this stuff. And you guys saw how much we had. We had 6,500 credits. I'm going to do some of these outer ships first. 100 million for that one. Virtus Quo. 183 million for that one. That one was pretty damaged too. This one was the most damaged rust freighter. Cordoba. Pathfinder. A nice little ship. Cargo military. 63 million. Trepidus Angelus. 16 million. There's barely anything of that left. I'm going to go ahead and sell this. Before I sell that defense drone, I'm going to get the uranium out of it. Ship mining. Void. Sell that. Everything else. Okay, so we've sold everything that we're going to sell now. Well, I'm going to do the defense drone. Let me go ahead and take care of that. I want to get the uranium out of it. We came in over here. Nope. Came in over here. Daggone. Oh, sometimes. These doors. Sometimes the doors on these things are wonky. There we go. Alright, so we've got most everything gone. We still need to do Shepherd's Faith here. That should be a big one. But I need to get... Where'd he go? He should be over here. Defense drone. Okay. This is another little guy I captured, but alright, we'll take the ammo. Can't get the missiles out of him yet. There it is. Oh, that's a decent amount of... Decent amount of... uranium. I'm surprised I had that much in there. It's going to keep refilling until I disconnect it. There we go. Wanna let me grab it. Doesn't have any power, is that it? That. That's why. Okay. Get that back in there. That should allow us to get our stuff. And we'll get it. Sorry for the delay, guys. This is just one of those things. Okay, so now we can sell that, and then we're going to sell the Shepherd's Faith here. And then we'll buy our suit upgrades. We'll see how much money we actually made. Give me a second and I'll catch up on chat. Sorry. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and sell the defense drone, which is only going to be about $1 million. Glad we got that uranium out, though, because that was a lot of uranium, especially for a small drone like that. Shepherd's Faith, let's see how big this one goes. 133, not bad. Not terrible. Okay. So before we jump in there and do our suit upgrades, we'll go look at what we actually made. We're at 816 million. Let's see. Let's see. Elder here. Previously owned economy ships is another good mod. It allows you to buy player-made ships. I've got it in here. I have yet to come across one of the stations that sells it. I'm almost absolutely positive that I've got that mod in here. I've been looking forward to it because that one looks really good. Looks really, really good. Ian, can you sell the entire ship? Yes, you can sell the entire ship. In fact, if we go out here now, what we'll find is that there's only our big ship left. That's it. Oh, what is this? What is this? Ah, that's a small grid. This is a subgrid. Okay, so this is one of the small grids that we saw on the list. My concern and why I did not sell those was because I don't want to lose. Dadgummit, I did lose one there. It's supposed to be a gyro there. And there's not now. That sucks. This is a small grid Prototech jump drive. Small grid Prototech ion drive. Or ion thruster. I should have left these back at the station. That's my bad now. Let's go get our suit upgrade. A lot of splitsy stuff and some others in there. Oh, awesome. Yeah. Although I'll be honest, I've probably got most of splitsy stuff in my in my library. Maybe we'll get his first ship, the one he did the short movie with, you know, his first little cinematic movie thing he did with CapCut. All right, okay, upgrades. The first thing I'm going to get, so you can look at the suit mod selection up here. Anti-jetpack inhibitors, hand drill inhibitors, personnel, energy. There are obviously inhibitors used by some of these hostile factions that will keep your jetpack from working if your system fails, so your health will go down. Solar charging, of course, allows you to be out in the sun. It will restore your suit's health, or your suit's energy, and then damage reduction. The ones I use most often are personnel inhibitor, because that's used by Parallax. Now I pick on Parallax a lot more than I pick on the other guys. Ember uses the jetpack inhibitors. So I will usually get at least one level of personnel inhibitor, anti-personnel inhibitor, anti-jetpack, and then I'll get one for anti-energy. And then after that, I will start stacking on damage reduction. It gets more expensive the way you go. We're going to start with anti-personnel because I will go after Parallax first. Each upgrade, the first upgrade, level 1 upgrade, will cost 100 billion credits and 1 research point. I have 2 research points right now. So I could technically, I could go ahead and get, we're going to get an anti-personnel and an anti-jetpack just because I know we have some Ember stations on the moon right now. I'm going to purchase that upgrade. And then, like I said, after that, man, this cough. After that, I'll probably try to stack maybe 2 anti-energy inhibitors and then a whole bunch in damage reduction. This is definitely going to set the tone for us, though. And we've still got plenty of space credits. And of course, now that we have these inhibitors, it will allow us to capture some of the bigger and tougher ships, which we will then, of course, sell and make more credits off of, and get more research points and continue the upgrade process. So that is the plan. I'll close that. We'll go ahead and I'm gonna leave the hangar depressurized right now. All right, real quick, give me a second. I'll check chat once we get turned around here. Get my suit energy up. Fill my hydrogen. We'll get headed back here and I probably could have filled, but well, we don't have all that baggage too. We'll be able to jump back. It'll be a lot quicker trip. You have some stuff nearby though. Maybe we should take out some of these things. See. Let me check real quick. No stupid questions, Ian. Are we Earth-oriented, another planet, or can you go home to the place of origin? Okay, so this star system that I'm playing in is a custom star system. It's got all of the base planets in it from the original game, which is an Earth-like planet, Moon, Mars, Europa, Triton, Titan, and the alien planet, as well as Pertum, which was the most recently added planet. And then there are, I think I've got 32 total bodies in this system. And those are all player-created planets. So, right now we are sitting between the Earth-like planet and the Moon. Elder, which mod gives the suit upgrades? Trade Operators Coalition. So Trade Operators Coalition is what gives you the ability to get the suit upgrades and to sell the salvage. But for the suit upgrades, remember, you need the research points, and the research points are only available from Parallax, Ember, and Incon at the moment. They did say that it may, in the future, they may possibly make research points available from other factions, but to my knowledge, it's still only those three right now. So if you get the Trade Operators Coalition and you want to get the suit upgrades, make sure you also add the mods for Parallax, Ember, and Incon. Let's get going. All right. People come across something. I should take out that relay satellite. How long have we been going? About an hour and 11 minutes. You know what? Let's have some fun. We'll go take out this Space Pirate relay satellite. I'm not going to bother... don't think I need to bother capturing it. I think it's got a little bit of uranium on it. Maybe we can cripple it enough where I can get the uranium off of it, and then we'll just blow it up. Uh-oh, I might have enough materials to make a warhead. We can demonstrate how a warhead works. Let's see, Ian. So you can create a planet. You can absolutely create a planet. You can create an entire star system, like what I've got here, and upload that to the Steam Workshop, and people can download that and play in that star system. I actually have another survival series in Space Engineers that I am currently working on for a future series, and that one I think I've got 34 different bodies in that one, but it's much more spread out. There's a lot more distance between the planets than what is in this particular playthrough, but the backstory for that star system is kind of still in development. Once I get that one ready, I know the title of it, it's going to be called Black Sheep, but that one should be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to playing that one. Right now I'm just trying to get all the stuff set up for it. See how fast I'm going to be able to slow down here. Not too bad. I've never created a planet myself, just because I don't know how to do it, and having seen some of the detail that some people put in their planets, can't imagine how long it took them to do it. I don't know if you've done that, Elder. Have you ever made a planet? Oh, okay. You need Blender or a similar program to do it? Yeah. I used Blender years and years and years ago when I was playing Oblivion, and I was working on a mod for Oblivion. No, but I have a friend who explained the process for it. Oh, like I said, it seems like it's going to be like a massive undertaking. It really does. I don't know if I have a camera on the front of here. I don't. Ugh. That's not cool. We may need to build a camera. We're almost in railgun range, so make sure I've got a camera on there. I want to do that so we can zoom in. Well, no. Yeah, let's see if we can get. We're gonna add a camera to the front. Got another weight. That's a relay satellite. That's a waypoint satellite. These guys are just spawning everywhere, man. This waypoint satellite, I think, is the one I was thinking of. Let's see. So there's our railgun. And I best put a camera here. It's gonna. I'm gonna fire out of that. Can't right there. I don't think I can put. I don't know if I can put anything right there. Nope. Those blocks are in the way. Not ideal. All right. Okay, so we're going to use a turret to zoom in on it and take a look. Yep, this will work. Alright, let's get a good look. Decent sized little station. Not seeing any. Okay, so we got turrets right there. There. We can expect to have one on each direction. Not a bad one. Might be able to get in there. Manning. Let's see. We're going to come in a little bit. Once we get within 1.4 or 2.4, we should be able to target. Shoot, guns are going. There we go. Make sure I'm not shooting myself. That's one of my least favorite things. Now what you may be able to see is that station is now spinning. Because of the force of that. Wow. See how it's moving. Try a railgun shot and then. I think I missed it. Alright. I'm gonna back out a little bit. Oh, that thing is spinning so fast. It'd be good now. Alright. Let's see what kind of craziness we raked on this. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab the components to make a warhead. And hopefully we'll be able to demonstrate a warhead. Toolbars are all full. We do. All right, we got it. We got most of the weapons. It should be relatively safe to get in here. Nope. Not yet. Oh, there it is. Oh, nope. You got me. Gummit. One gun. One gun. Right. I'll let that door open. No, I shut it good. Really sound like getting closer? It is. Strange. Body location. Up here. Luckily I was moving at the time, so. I think we're gonna still be in gun range if this thing is still 800. We're gonna be just inside gun range. Maybe. Oh, yeah, we are. Great. Oh, man. That was a crazy good shot. Alright, I just got to avoid my own gunfire. Try to get to my body before we got the gun, because it's not shooting anymore. Yay, there we go. Okay. Alright. Should be able to get in and set this thing up now. Fragments. Yeah, it's scrap. Okay. I set all my turrets set to weapons, so it should have only been targeting weapons, which means it leaves the majority of this still operable, hopefully. See, there's uranium. We want that. There's any more? Yep, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. And of course we've got a large cargo container here, so we're gonna go ahead and take this. If there's any, we got a remote control we can take care of. This will now be ours. Yep. Okay. So we can own this now. Sorry. All right. I got this conveyor junction. Ooh, we got gold. A lot of good stuff in there. That's not bad. I don't know if we've got... It's been damaged, so... 20 gold. Yeah, the ammo is actually probably more useful than anything. Jeez. We'll take more of that. We will take that. Can't grab that yet. I am gonna... Let's see. I'm gonna get the parts to repair this. So that I can get the ammo. And in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and place the warhead. Get it set up. And I'll show you guys how that works when we get back. Let's see. Location is that way. I hate this when I lose my ship. Crazy. I'm not sure if... I haven't seen anything new come up in chat for a bit, so we may be having a chat issue again. Just so you guys know. I need to put this stuff away, including that. Get rid of that. We're going to bring back all those components. Let's see, Denise, come on, man. Keep your ship together. Yeah. And then Elder, you're lurking while building. Oh, I got it. Gotcha. All right. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going in. I'm going to repair the large cargo container just enough to be able to get the components out of it that I want to keep. And then we are going to set up the warhead to demonstrate how the warheads work. We need to move it. It's a much better place to do that. Yeah. Okay. So here now we can get, we'll take the gold, we'll take the ammo, which is the big thing. I'm going to leave the scrap in there. We'll take that. I'm not going to worry about the rest. We should be able to get this now. So I am curious if the, yeah, it's got batteries, so it'll be fine. Okay. All right. So let's take this. We're going to put it down here kind of more in the middle where this, like where this remote control is. That should make for a much better boom. Why not? Why am I not able to place warhead? Place it right there. Warheads are perfectly safe as long as they're not armed. Detonation time. See here you can set down, set the how long it's going to take for it to blow up, and we're going to put this at like, we'll go 45 seconds. And then it's armed, so we could die, right? Because we will definitely die if it goes off right now. Let's go ahead and we're going to hit the countdown, start the countdown, and get the heck out of here. Where's the ship? Don't know what that was. Check on it in a minute. There we go. Of course, I just sent a whole bunch of debris flying in all directions. Hopefully, we don't get hit by it. But that's really a basic, like, if you wanted to set self-destruct, it's self-destruct. Let's see, you've got a stockpile station nearby, other waypoint stations. Good. We're gonna go ahead and head back. You're going to drop off all this. Yep. That on. Depressurize. Hammer sled. Parallax. We'll take a quick look at the hammer sled too, so you guys can see. That's a parallax ship. It's got an escort right now, so it's probably not the best thing for me to go after, but you can at least check it out. Okay, so that's a hammer sled. And as you can see, it's being escorted by 2 arrowheads. Decent little fighters. They don't have a lot of endurance. You can really go through the fuel with those pretty quick. So, this is a parallax hammer sled. Yeah, no kidding. Elder is like, escort, you mean spare part? Yes. There have been times when I've baited the escorts away just to get their stuff. So, I'm trying to show you guys the find the research terminal where you can get your research points. All right, this one's got a large reactor. That's kind of cool. Sorry. Trying to move around while not jerking around. Research terminal. Don't see it yet. There it is. Okay. It's on this observation deck. This is what you'll be looking for. Research available here. So, this is in just below the bridge, actually. So. All right, we can get back to where we need to go. Not heading to Earth. We're heading to bit. We're going to right about there. We're going 62. I don't know if we need 62. We don't need 62. Good jump. Should be 62. Like 30. That's better. Yeah. You guys can see the jump drive. Okay, let's see. Let's go here. Spare part. Okay, so I'm obsessed with the planets. Can you blow one up? There is a content creator for SE. His name, if I'm correct, is Jack RPG. Jack RPG has made, he does like reviews of different ships and stuff that have been made or whatnot, and part of his reviews is he always crashes them. So, but Jack RPG also made a, we'll say, Space Engineers version of the Death Star. And he has probably come as close to blowing up a planet as I've seen anybody. And let's see, Elder, you're saying, I mean, it is doable, but it can destabilize your save file. That's the problem. Don't know if he's ever actually gotten, what's that? It's the freighter. I don't think he's ever actually gotten through the entire video rendering of annihilating a planet without the game crashing. We're talking about hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of railguns used, and the resources that it takes to render the changes in all of the surface voxels of the planet. When you do that, it usually crashes his computer. So it is doable, but like Elder said, it could destabilize your save file. It does nasty things to your computer processes. So yes, possible. I've seen somebody actually use warheads to blow a hole from one side of Earth like planet to the other side of Earth like planet. That was pretty cool. Took a long time, but they did it. We haven't really stopped at any of the asteroids or anything around here. And since starting this playthrough, we haven't left the vicinity of Luna, the moon here, or the Earth-like planet. I haven't even been down on the Earth-like planet in this playthrough. We've been doing all of our work up here and in the nearby areas, so it's possible. It's possible, but I mean, like I said, you're kind of only eliminated by your imagination. If you look, you can see I've got a pipeline that's coming up from the surface of the moon all the way up to our space station. And we're going to connect our space station to that. we probably will not end up getting to do it today. But on Earth-like planet, that's not possible. People have created many versions of what a space elevator. And there was I forget what the physical limitation was in the vanilla game. At a certain, it can't handle it anymore. So, the moon is different than Earth-like planet. It has a very shallow gravity well. We're only 3.5 kilometers from the surface of the moon versus, I think we're 45 kilometers from Earth-like planet, if I'm right. If you know off the top of your head, Elder, let me know. Much harder to do, of course. But yeah, we're going to be hooking up. I mean, we're actually going to be taking our space station. We're going to be moving it over and hooking up to that pipeline. And then we'll be able to, we've got a drill rig down there that's harvesting ice and stone. So, oh, goodness. I'm going to go ahead and park here since we're going to have to move the station. And I think we are close to wrapping up, guys. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I think we're probably going to be close to wrapping up. I've really got to move those. Those are very valuable components. We need to move those off that ship. So, probably gonna have to move all these grids. Robot brothels. Ian. Oh man. Yeah. But real quick, Ian and Denise. Mom Bear says hi. Yeah, like I said, we'll probably wrap up this one. We've been on for like an hour and almost hour and 45 minutes, and I'll get to take a little bit of a break, and then unless something happens between now and then, I'll probably be starting another stream for the One Day at a Time series, and that'll be in about an hour. So we'll be leaving this one, but what do you call it? We'll be moving over to the other one. So anyway, we'll get this thing moved over. So I'm going to clear these ships away to make the station as light as possible. Except for that, we're leaving that there because that needs to be worked on. Should be able to move this with I don't know if I should use the mining carriage or if I should use the big heavy lifter. Might be. Ooh. The EXMC 603 factory. That's new. Huh. Okay. New stuff to explore. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for stopping by and checking out the stream, guys. So I like hearing the suggestions and the questions and stuff, because I just gives me stuff to think about and gives me ideas, and sometimes I'm not really sure what direction I want to move in, and I've gotten plenty of help from people watching my videos. Help get us going. So thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Ian and Denise, awesome to see you. So cool of you to stop by again. And Elder, thank you. Yeah, I mean, you provided a lot of really awesome information. I am going to verify to make sure that I've got the was it the previous owners ship mod in there, and I need to pull it up in the workshop so I can see what the name of the faction is actually called, because I know it says it in the description, but Thanks again, guys. All right. I hope if you can and you want to stop by for the second stream, I will be here. If you're busy, I understand. Again, I just appreciate you guys stopping in. Thanks so much. Remember, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and always, always be safe. Close your visor, don't get your damners, and I will see you on the other side.